Books? Seriously? My insane 30-day reading challenge. Alright guys, so I did something absolutely crazy. I read a book every single day, for 30 days straight, can you believe it? You might be thinking, Mr. Beast, books, aren't those like super old school, like before YouTube even existed? Yeah, I kinda thought so too, not gonna lie, but stick with me on this one. Because what happened next was actually insane. I wasn't sure I could even do it for real. My attention span? Usually like a goldfish. Always looking for the next crazy stunt, the next big video idea, you know? But I set this challenge for myself. I heard reading could change your life. So I was like, challenge accepted. Let's see if it's true or just hype. By day 3, something shifted. It was subtle, but I felt it. I wasn't fighting the urge to check my phone quite as much. The stories started to pull me in. This whole book thing? Maybe not so bad after all. Brain gains. How reading basically gave me superpowers. Okay, so first up, brain gains. Reading makes your brain stronger. Not like physically bigger, that'd be weird, but it gets way more powerful. Think of it like a workout for your mind. Every page you read, that's a mental push-up. Scientists say reading builds new roads in your brain. More roads mean faster thinking, better memory. It's like upgrading your brain's internet speed. From dial-up to super fast fiber optic. And get this, my vocabulary totally leveled up. Before I was like, that's a big, cool thing. Now, I'm dropping slightly fancier words. Okay, maybe not like a professor, but you just absorb new words without even trying. It's like learning a secret code, but way easier. And sounding a bit smarter, pretty useful. Helps when I'm explaining my next insane video idea. More words mean more impact, people. Plus, you just learned so much stuff. It's like a knowledge buffet, all you can eat. I read about history, crazy science, epic adventures, how super successful people think and win. It's like downloading software updates for your brain. Want to know how to build a giant Lego castle? There's probably a book for that. Bill Gates reads like 50 books a year. 50! He says reading is key to learning. Smart guy. Here's a wild side effect I didn't see coming. I was way less stressed out. For real, reading before bed became my new chill zone. Instead of scrolling through endless social media, you know, the stuff that just wires your brain up, a good book helps you unplug and relax. One study said 6 minutes of reading cuts stress by 68%. That's huge! And I started sleeping better too. No more staring at the ceiling. Brain calm, ready for sleep. Focus like a laser beam. Bye-bye distractions. Hello productivity. Let's be real guys, our attention spans are wrecked. Mine was definitely in the gutter. Notifications, pings, dings, new videos, new memes. It's a constant digital hurricane out there. Trying to focus on one single thing, it felt impossible sometimes truly. My brain was like a ping pong ball, bouncing from one shiny object to the next. Before this reading challenge, I'd try to script a video. 5 minutes later, watching cat compilations? Oops. But then came the books, the focus trainers. When you're reading a good story, you have to focus. You can't really multitask with a book. You need to follow the plot, the characters, the ideas. It's like training a muscle you forgot you had. The more you read, the stronger your focus gets. At first, it was tough. My mind would drift. I'd reread the same sentence like 10 times. But slowly, day by day, it got easier. I was getting lost in the pages for longer. After a couple of weeks I noticed something cool. This new focus started spilling over into other stuff. When I was brainstorming video ideas, locked in, editing sessions became way more productive. I wasn't jumping at every single notification like a startled cat anymore. It was amazing. It was like I'd installed a mental ad blocker. This wasn't just for reading, it was for my whole life. I could think clearer, plan better, make bigger videos. This ability to concentrate is a superpower. Seriously, in a world built to distract you, being able to truly focus is like having a secret weapon. Whether you're studying, working on a massive project, or trying to build a YouTube empire like, someone I know, focus is absolutely key to crushing your goals. It allows you to do that deep, important work. The kind of work that leads to real breakthroughs. Reading is like the ultimate training ground for that. Section 4, creativity explosion ideas were raining down on me. Okay, so my job is basically being an idea machine, coming up with crazy, next-level stuff constantly. And let me tell you, reading turned my brain into an idea factory. It was like a non-stop brainstorm session in my head. Books expose you to completely new worlds, different ways of thinking, unique characters, mind-bending concepts you've never imagined. You're constantly feeding your brain fresh fuel, and when your brain has more cool stuff to play with, it starts connecting dots in wild new ways. I wasn't just reading one type of book either. I mixed it up. Fiction, non-fiction, biographies, even some weird experimental stuff, just to see. And every different genre sparked different kinds of ideas. A sci-fi novel might make me think about future tech, something I could actually build for a video. A biography of a legendary entrepreneur might give me a new strategy for my businesses. It's all about mashing up different ideas. The more diverse you're reading, the crazier your ideas. Reading also makes you a better problem solver, which is like 90% of my job. When you read, you see characters facing insane problems. You see how they think, how they tackle challenges, how they fail, and then how they get back up and win. It's like getting a VIP pass to their brains. This is super helpful when you're stuck on a real problem. Whether it's a logistics nightmare for a giant video, or just figuring out how to make your team unstoppable, you start thinking way outside the box. I remember reading this one adventure book. It was about these explorers, lost cities, ancient puzzles, total Indiana Jones vibes. It was awesome. And bam, it hit me like a ton of bricks. What if I did a challenge video based on that? A real-life treasure hunt with insane clues and obstacles, just like in the book. The idea just clicked. And it came directly from getting lost in that story. That's the magic of reading for creativity, guys. It doesn't just give you ideas, it unlocks them. Section 5. The book that hit different. My mind was blown. So, during this 30-day reading marathon, I read a whole bunch of books, obviously. Some were good, some were okay, and some were, well, let's just say they didn't make the highlight reel. But there was this one book. Man, it totally blindsided me. In the best way. It wasn't even a super famous bestseller. I just grabbed it because the cover looked interesting. It was a biography about this person who started with absolutely nothing. Zero. Zilch. This person built this massive thing, not in business but in something totally unexpected. They faced so much failure, so many doubters. People constantly saying they were crazy. Their ideas were nuts. Sound familiar? Yeah, I could relate a bit, but they just kept going, kept pushing. It was the ultimate story of never giving up. The book wasn't just about their big wins, it was about their mindset, their mental game. They had this insane, unshakable belief in their vision. Even when everything was falling apart around them, they talked about perseverance in a new way. A way I'd never really thought about before. It wasn't just about working super hard, it was about adapting, learning from every single mistake, and never ever abandoning the core dream. There was this one chapter, man, they almost lost everything, I mean for real, everything. And their reaction, just pure calm, analyzed what went wrong and started rebuilding smarter. Reading their story, it was like a huge light bulb exploded. Right in my brain, boom! I've always been about pushing limits, trying crazy stuff. But this book showed me a deeper level of resilience. It made me think about my own failures. The videos that didn't quite hit, the ideas that flopped, instead of just moving on super fast, it made me want to understand. And how to be even better next time. It was a powerful lesson, more valuable than cash. Section 6. Your turn, no excuses. How to become a reading machine. Alright, so you're probably thinking something. Mr. Beast, this all sounds awesome, but I have no time to read. 0 minutes. I get it, I totally get it. We're all busy. Making videos, school, work, trying to have a life. It's a lot to juggle, for sure. That was my number one excuse too. But here's the secret weapon. You don't need hours and hours every day. Even 15 to 20 minutes can make a huge difference. My biggest tip? Start small. Super small. Don't try to read a giant 1,000-page book on day one. You'll just get overwhelmed and quit. Trust me. Pick something short. Something that actually sounds fun. A thriller that keeps you guessing, a funny book, a book about your favorite game or sport. The goal is to make it enjoyable, not a chore. Set a tiny goal, like read 5 pages, or for 10 minutes. Once you start building that habit, then you can level up. Baby steps are how you win these challenges. Next tip, make it easy. Super easy. Keep a book with you, everywhere you go. In your backpack, in your car, next to your bed. If it's always there, you're way more likely to pick it up. When you have a spare 5 minutes, boom, reading time. And try to build it into your daily routine. Maybe you read for 15 minutes with your morning cereal, or right before you crash for the night. Attaching a new habit to an old one? That's a pro move. For me, reading before bed became my go-to. And hey, physical books aren't the only option. E-books are awesome. You can carry a whole library, right there on your phone or tablet. So convenient. Audiobooks? They're game changers. Seriously. You can listen while you're working out at the gym, driving, doing chores, even walking the dog. That's like a reading hack. Multitasking for the win. And here's a big one. If you don't like a book, it's okay to stop reading it. No guilt. Life's too short. Find one you actually love. Section 7. Unlock your best life. Reading is the ultimate cheat code. So, 30 days. That's all it took. To totally flip my view on books. What started as just another crazy challenge, it turned into one of the best things I've done. For myself, for my brain, for my videos, my brain feels sharper, like it got an upgrade. My focus is way better, I'm not kidding. And I'm buzzing with more new ideas than ever. It's like I unlocked a new skill tree. In the game of life, you know? And the best part? This isn't some exclusive club. Anyone can grab these awesome power-ups. It doesn't matter how old you are, or what you do for a living. The world of books is open to everyone, 24/7, no subscription required. Okay, maybe a library card, but those are usually free. It's the most accessible power-up ever. You just need to reach out and grab it. What are you waiting for? Think about it like this. Every single book you read is an investment. An investment in yourself, your future. You're gaining knowledge, new perspectives, skills that can help you win in every part of your life. Want to be more successful? Read about success. Want to be more creative? Read weird, cool stuff. Want to understand the world better? Read history. Books are like cheat codes for life. Passed down from the smartest people ever, beyond all the practical, brainy benefits. There's something truly magical about stories. Getting lost in a good book, it's an escape. It can take you to other planets, other times. Let you live 1,000 different lives. Connect you with characters who feel like real friends. Stories teach us empathy. They make us think. They make us feel all the feels. In a world that can sometimes feel a bit lonely, books connect us. That's a real superpower. So, here's my final challenge to you. My actual challenge to everyone watching. Reading. Try it. Just try it. Pick up one book. Read for 15 minutes today. That's it. See what happens. Maybe it'll be tough at first. Maybe you'll think, nah, this isn't for me. But give it a real shot. What do you have to lose? What if it changes your life? What if it sparks your next $1 million idea or just makes you a little bit happier? Let's go!